Hello everyone and welcome back to Arcade Saturdays. Every Saturday I go out and I try to find some classic arcade games for us to check out and relive the old retro nostalgia from our childhood. Maybe not all of us. Some of you didn't have a childhood nearly as good as some of us did, and that's an opinion. That's not a fact. That's just an opinion. But I happen to have a hell of a good childhood that I basically lived inside of arcades as much as I could. And while I was there, I got to play some of the best video games ever made. Spent a lot of money. Let me tell you that much right now. I spent so many quarters on so many games. You will never know. Anyways, we are here today. We are on the Atari Flashback Classics Volume 2. As you can tell, last week we did Volume 1. This is Volume 2. This one has a little bit more heavy hitters on it. We've got Asteroids here. Gravitar, which I think I know what it is. I just don't remember what it is. Red Baron, which I swear I've never played in my entire life. Sprint, which I think is the precursor to Super Sprint, if I'm looking at the cabinet right. So that should be pretty interesting. I just realized that I can move the cabinets around with that. That's pretty neat. Major Havoc, which I do not remember. Asteroid Deluxe, which I do not remember. Crystal Castles, of course. Missile Command, and Super Breakout. And then, of course, on the actual Atari lineup, we've got some really good heavy hitters. You've got Adventure, Breakout, Crystal Castles, Asteroids. What else we got going on here? Some of the other big ones. If I remember right, that Golf is not the worst game in the world. I do not remember. I could be wrong on that, but you've got Missile Command and Outlaw. I mean, I can't tell you how many times I played Outlaw. Mostly by myself because I never could have anybody play with me, which was kind of sad. But what else do we have in here? Some of the standard ones. Space War I actually have. Super Breakout, Video Checkers, Video Chess. And, you know, this one's pretty well packed with a decent amount of games in it. So, I said last week that this week we are going to play Asteroids because this is about the best version of Asteroids I can find. As far as, you know, right now. I don't want to get online and use an emulator. I couldn't record it anyways. I have it on a collection on the PS1, but because the PS1 has such a hard time upscaling to HD graphics, it kind of looks like dog poop. So when I got this and I said, oh my goodness, I have Asteroids now. I said, we're going to play this. This is the way it's going to be. So let us jump into this. And of course, classic Asteroids. Am I moving? Oh, I didn't want to move just yet. Holy smokes. I'm going to reset. Yes. Yes, I'm going to reset. Apparently, what happens with this collection is when you exit out of a game, it will come right back into it. I mean, no matter if you turn the game off completely and then go do something else, it will save your file. And of course, as you can see, I've played this before. I didn't play it very much, but I remember playing this in arcades as a kid. It was kind of hard at the time for me, just being a kid. You know, some games are hard as a kid. This game seems to have gotten easier for me, maybe because I've matured. I don't know, but we are going to go ahead and we are going to hit start, and we're going to see how this works. Of course, you got the standard moving around, and you've got the... Oh, I forgot. Okay. So you press up to get the boosters going. The one thing I know this game does that the cabinet I don't ever remember doing, mostly because I remember all of the most of the cabinet buttons would usually either stick or they just weren't nearly as responsive as this. But I am able to sit here and just mash the heck out of the fire button, which is helping me a lot, believe it or not. Get that last one. There we go. Very nice. I don't remember if I've got a warp button. Yes, I do. Well, it's square. Okay. For anyone that ever gets this collection doesn't know what the warp button is or is too lazy to look at the actual manual, because all of these come packaged with a manual inside the game. Square is the warp button. Although I never use the warp button. You usually wind up warping into a damn asteroid anyways. I don't even know if these are these even asteroids? Well, they're out in space. So yeah, asteroids out in space, and then meteors are the ones that actually come into the atmosphere, I think. I don't remember. But it's easy, addictive gameplay. Without a doubt, one of those games you can pick up and play. You don't have to be bogged down in... Ooh, shoot. I got killed. You don't have to be bogged down in the reasons for it. You don't have to... It's kind of like Pac-Man in that sense, you know? You know that there are these asteroids, these big-ass rocks coming at you. And you know that as soon as you shoot them, they get smaller, and they start going a little bit faster. Oh, that sucked. And you know that you have to try to stay alive. So, you know, other than that, you know, there's nothing else to it. It's killing rocks and surviving the game. Oh man, I'm getting a little too feisty with the boost. What you can do, you can actually get a little too feisty with the boost, and the next thing you know, you're flipping all over the damn screen, and you don't know what the heck you're doing. Come on, get him, kill him. Come on, oh, damn it. I know that little one. Oh, he got me. I was too busy focusing on him and wasn't looking what I was doing. I broke my high score. Nice, very nice. But it was always one that I went out to find, if I could find a good one. Sometimes you get those that just they suck so bad. But most of the times though, that was good. That was great. Most times you tend to focus on too much of one thing and you're not focusing on anything else. But because these were vector-based graphics, at least I think they were. I don't know. I could be talking out of my ass again. It's just I always called them the light graphics. I think it was the way that they were projected onto the screen. I don't really know how it works. I don't know. If anybody knows, please leave it in the comments, because I am too lazy to look up my childhood. Sorry, that's just the way it is. But most of the games that I remember finding out in the wild, they always had this weird white screen burn on them, and I know it was because of the way that they did the graphics on them. I don't know why or how it worked. I just know it was like that, and I know that the buttons. One of the bigger problems with older arcade consoles, I shouldn't say consoles, cabinets, older arcade cabinets, is you always wind up getting those buttons where there's like 30, 40 some odd years of finger sweat and nastiness. Some kid just got done eating pizza, came over and put his grimy ass little hands all over the buttons, and they're all sticking now. You get that. It is what it is. So, is it only showing my top 4, or have I only played it 4 times? I've played it more than 4 times. Because I've already burned 3/4 in this playthrough. Because this is number 4. This is it. This is our 4th quarter. For anyone that doesn't know how this works, I play the equivalent of 4 quarters once I get a game over screen and I have to insert more quarters. That's it. We're done. And I only get 4 quarters. Because that's about how much money my mom always gave me whenever I would beg to go into any arcade that we would find. It was always $1. Will you die? There we go. But I've played several different versions of this. I know I played the PS1 version where you had the weird. That was the one that had the weird black holes, and there was some other versions I played too. I played a lot of knockoffs. Oh man, there have been so many Asteroids knockoffs. It's ridiculous. I can't even remotely think about them right now. I'm concentrating so much on these damn rocks. You get this way. I've always found that the best players are the ones that don't stress out about what they're doing. They're just playing. They're just playing. They're having fun. You get the guys like me though that will sit there and stress out, and they're focused more on oh I got them. Nice. They're focused more on where the rocks are going and not where the ship is going. There's one. Oh. Alright, you little bastard, die. Absolutely classic arcade action. I'm actually doing pretty good now. We're going to see if we can beat my high score. Hopefully we can. I still haven't even... as soon as I said it, I knew it. As soon as I said I haven't died yet. Sure enough. Wouldn't you know it? It is helping, though, on the controller that... Because I have this way of being able to lock my thumb and just sit here and tap the button. Or tap the X button. Oh, I got an extra life. Nice. Oh, that's some skills right there. Oh, God damn it. Oh. No. Wow. Come on. I don't have too many stories to tell about this one either. It was just one of those that I found. It came out way earlier than I had started playing in the arcades. I mean, hell, 79, I was still super young. So, there I go, dating myself again. But I didn't really start hitting the arcades until, the early 80s. Oh, where am I going? There we are. So, I started out on Pac-Man. I didn't start out on Asteroids. Hell, back then I could barely even play Asteroids. I didn't really play Asteroids until I was early teens. Only because every place that we did go, there just wasn't an Asteroids machine. I'm sure there were some whenever I was a kid. I just didn't want to play it. But there's nothing major about this game other than the fact that this was always on my top 5 arcade games just because it's Asteroids. You play it so much, you love it. Just one of those that you enjoy a lot. But that was 4 quarters. That was it. That was our dear friend Asteroids. I every so often I will see one out in the wild, and I will just I have to touch it and just say thank you. It's just one of those kind of nostalgia things. But hey, that was a good trip down memory lane. I absolutely love the fact that we have these on collections now. That Atari put those out. Hopefully they'll make a third one. I don't know what they'll put on it though, but it would be so awesome to be able to have every Atari arcade classic that they could possibly give us. That would be so great. But that's enough for this week. That was Asteroids. I got a super high score, 16,000. I'm sure that there are guys that have probably hit 6 or 7 figures on that and make me look like a punk, but that's alright because I got to play Asteroids and I had fun doing it. But we will have to find something for next week. I think next week I'm going to try something I've never played before. And it's probably going to come off of this collection. I have to figure out what it is. Because it's so much easier to record with this collection, I'm definitely going to be going through most of all the games on this. And then I will flip back to the... what was the collection that we were playing on PlayStation 3. What was that called? The Midway, yeah, arcade collection. That one had some good games too. But I think we're going to run through some of these for the next couple weeks. Play some stuff we never played before. See what's going on. And again, if I feel the need, and if people want to see them, I might play some of the Atari games. I know they don't really count as arcade classics, but I would like to see how this collection handles the Atari games because I haven't played too many of them. I played Yar's Revenge, and that's it. I haven't played anything else. Just because I have so many other things I'm trying to play. But I may try those if anybody wants to see, just to see how these collections work, and if they're thinking about getting these somewhere along the line, leave me a comment, let me know, and I will totally show you the full extent of these. I think I might wind up making just one episode where it's like that too, where I will just run through a couple games and say this is how this works, that's how that works. I think that should be another way that we approach these Arcade Saturdays. Changing formats. All right. Well, at any rate, I gotta stop. It's about that time. Thank you guys very much for watching. I've been nicodemoscain. This has been Arcade Saturdays. Every Saturday, we take $1 down to the classic arcade. We try to find some good games. We try to play them and have a little retro trip. Usually, I will have a little Nico tale to let you know what's going on. Sometimes I don't. Like I said, today I didn't really have much. It's Asteroids. It's not like it's one of the biggest classic games, but for me, it's not like life altering. It's just one of those games that I absolutely love and enjoy. So now that it's out of the way, we can go check out other stuff, see what's out there, have some fun. But again, thank you guys for watching. Come on back next week. If there are any games that you would absolutely love to see me try and play, I will do my darndest to play them for you. And all you got to do is leave me a comment. Let me know. All you got to do also to know whenever I repost these, other than me saying every Saturday, is to hit that subscribe button. It's out there floating around somewhere in YouTube space. Just hit that bad boy. Why not? But until next week, thank you guys once again. I wish you all well on all your future endeavors, and I hope that the world lasts for you. And I hope to goodness that one of these days I'll be able to say my exit line again without getting all tongue-tied. All right, take care, people.